scholars, welcome back to English class. Today we shall be discussing the workbook exercise of poem 2, Try to Lick Your Elbow. Our first worksheet is of poem comprehension, which means that a few lines from a poem are given and we have to find the answers to the questions asked from the poem itself. Let us look at the steps that we need to follow in order to write the answers correctly. First one, read the poem. We must read the poem slowly and carefully. Second one, think. There are three things that we need to think. The first thought should be, what is the poem about? Whether it's about parts of body, it's about nature, it's about flowers, it's about animals. What is it about? So the first thought should be, what is the poem about? Our second thought should be, is there any word that I do not understand? If so, underline that word. Third thought, no problem. I can assume the meaning of that word from the rest of the sentence. In poem comprehension, it is very important that we understand the poem overall and the message that it is trying to convey. It is not necessary to know the meaning of each and every word in the first go. We may understand the complete sentence and not a singular word, and that is perfectly fine. Step number 3. Read the questions one at a time. Then find the answers. We can find the answers by employing the following method. First one, look for similar words from the poem. And then underline the line containing such words. This will help us in easily finding the answers. And the last step is write the answers. We must frame the answer according to the question. Do not forget to start the sentence with a capital letter and to end it with a full stop. And we are done. Now let us go through all the steps for poem comprehension. First one, read the poem. Second, think. The first thought should be, what is the poem about? Next thought, are there any words that I do not understand? If so, underline such words. And third, no problem, I can still answer the questions. Third step is to read the questions one at a time. Fourth one, find the answers. In order to find the answers easily, we may follow the following steps. First one, look for similar words from the poem. And second, underline the line containing that word. This will help us in finding our answers easily. And the last step is to write the answers. Poem, then complete the sentences. So, let us read the poem first. Look at me from my head to my toes. I have two eyes and one tiny nose. I can wiggle my ears and stomp my feet. From my head to toes, I look quite neat. So we are done with the reading of the poem. Now let us go to the second step. Second step is to think. What is the first thing that we have to think? First thing is, what is the poem about? Think, what is the poem about? It is about parts of body, isn't it? Now see the second one. Are there any words that I do not understand? Is there any word in the poem that we do not understand? Then we need to underline those words. And third, no problem. I can still answer the questions. Next step is to read the questions. Why do we read the questions? We read the questions to find the answers, right? In order to find the answers, we have employed two steps which will help us in finding the answers easily. So let us see the first one. Look for similar words from the poem, and second one, underline the line containing that word. Let us read the first question. The boy has two dash and one tiny dash. Now let us look for the word tiny from the poem. Can you find the word tiny from the poem? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yes, it's right there in the second line. I have two eyes and one tiny nose. So we found the word and we have found the line in which we have the answer. So we'll underline the line, and in the blank what we will write? In the first blank we will write eyes. In the second blank we'll write nose. Let's move on to the second one. He can dash his ears. Let us look for the word ears in the poem. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh yes, it's there in the third line. I can wiggle my ears. So that's our answer. What we will write in the blank? We will write wiggle. Third one. The boy stomps his dash. Let us look for the word stomps in the poem. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yay, there it is. Again in the third line. I can wiggle my ears and stomp my feet. So, what is the answer? Feet. Right? Fourth, I have two dash and two dash. Now here, let us look for the word two in the poem. Can we find the word two? Yes, it is there in the second line. I have two eyes and one tiny nose, right? So we can always write the word eyes in the first blank. But the question is what we will write in the second blank. Here we need to think that the poem is about body parts, and out of the so many body parts mentioned in the poem, which one we would like to write in the blank. We cannot write head because we have only one head, but we have the option of writing toes, eyes, feet, ears, because we have pairs of all these body parts, right? So you may select any one and write in the second blank. Fifth one, I can dash with my hands. Okay, let us look for the word hands. Is there in the poem? No, it's not there. Now what we will do? Okay, no problem. We know that the poem is about body parts. So now we have to think what we can do with our hands. Can you guess? What is the sound of? Yes, it's the sound of clapping. So we can write, I can clap with my hands. And then the fifth step was write the answers. I'm sure you can easily write the answers now. Worksheet 2. Rearrange the words to make the sentences. First one, I, teeth, my, the, in, morning, brush. Does it make sense? No. So we need to rearrange the words so that we can make a sensible statement. I brush my teeth in the morning. Now it perfectly makes sense. However, in order to make sure that our answer is correct and we have not missed out on any word, we should compare the number of words in the question with the number of words in the answer. So let us first count the number of words in the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 words in the question and all these words should have been used by us in the answer as well. So let us calculate the words in the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exact number of words. So which means we have not missed out on any word and we have not added any extra word also. Therefore our answer is correct. Now the rest of the answers I am sure you'll be able to write by yourselves very easily. With this, we have reached the end of the workbook exercise of poem 2, Try to Lick Your Elbow. You may try out the poem comprehension on page number 69 of the workbook by yourselves. All you have to do is follow the steps that we discussed today. Happy learning!